You can do that with Budweiser, though. And you can do that with, that's probably going to happen with some other stuff, too. Like, people are upset at the country music channel. Because the Jason Aldean song, Try That in a Small Town.
Yeah.
The level of outrage, now, I'm not saying that that's the greatest song the world's ever known, but the level of outrage coming from people that are upset about that song is so strange when there are hundreds of rap songs out there that are infinitely worse and also enjoyable.
Misogynistic, glorifying violence, the whole thing. Yeah.
And no complaints at all.
Yeah.
And we're not even talking about old stuff. There's new stuff too. There's hip hop, there's wild rock songs, there's a lot of wild shit. And to be focusing on that one, and it's the racial aspect of it. It was crazy because the real Antifa problems that were happening during the BLM, I think it was a lot of white people doing that, wasn't it? It was a lot of lost liberal whites who are very angry, who decided to take up this movement and smash things. So the racial aspect of it, there's nothing racial about the lyrics.
We got a bunch of keyboard warriors hiding behind cell phones and laptops talking shit. I got a little pissed about this Aldean thing the other night, and I decided I was going to say some shit back. And I realized that I don't have the passwords to any of my social media because I'm a liability. So I decided to write these sons of bitches a song, and I think y'all will appreciate it in Texas. This one's called Bury Me Upside Down.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about some pretty disappointing news here in regards to Jason Aldean's hit song, Try That in a Small Town. That basically became the most popular song in the country after backlash from woke leftists who apparently got upset because they like left-wing political violence, right? And they believe that anybody who criticizes left-wing political violence is racist, as if all the people that commit violence in this country are black, okay? It's truly amazing stuff to behold, okay? They are basically being racist while accusing other people of being racist. Again, it's incredible stuff, right? Wonderful times that we're living in. Now, during this backlash, Jason Aldean recently came out and basically stood up to the mob and said, hey, we're going to push back against this BS. We want to return this country back to the way that it was before all of this stuff started. This is what he said at a recent concert.
Everybody having fun so far tonight? Well, I gotta tell you guys, man, it's been a long ass week. It's been a long week, and I've seen a lot of stuff. Suggesting I'm this, suggesting I'm that. Hey, here's the thing. Here's one thing I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion. You can think something all you want to, it doesn't mean it's true, right? So, what I am is a proud American. I'm proud to be from here. I love our country. I want to see it restored to what it once was before all this bullshit started happening to us. I love my country, I love my family, and I will do anything to protect that. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, so you see, now you heard that. Now, my interpretation of that, when I heard it, okay, I was like, hey, this guy is not going to fold to the mob, okay? He's going to stand up for what he believes in because we don't endorse violence, okay? Especially in small towns, rural America, okay? People just can't come into these towns and, be agents of chaos and destroy the place the way that they do in liberal cities, okay? And, hey, I believe that, hey, he wants to stand firm on his stance. However, we got to talk about an unfortunate story here that could suggest that there is some folding going on behind the scenes, which I would not be surprised by, because Jason Aldean's team is probably whispering in his ear telling him to fold, okay? Because the mob backlash is very, very, very strong, okay? As we have to talk about how the video has undergone some edits, and the BLM protest footage that was used in the video has been removed, okay? It's been removed. Now, again, this is important because the mob backlashed against this video partially because the BLM footage was used, and they, basically used that as an excuse to say, oh, well, it's racist, right? Black people committing crimes and talking about how you're against people committing crimes. And if you use footage of black people committing crimes, you're a racist, okay? And it just so happens that this footage was removed. However, it was removed, allegedly, due to copyright issues. But somebody who is on YouTube, like myself, who deals with copyright stuff all the time, I got some questions about whether or not Jason Aldean's team here is standing up against this as firm as I feel like they should be standing up against this, because, again, this is something that is a bit strange. So, without further ado, let's read about this, because it seems like there's some folding to the mob here. And I just want to be clear, just so nobody gets it twisted in regards to the thesis of this video, which is that I don't think that Jason himself personally is folding to the mob, okay? I think that his team may be folding to the mob for various reasons, okay? But I don't think that he's folding to the mob, because obviously he's not editing these videos and putting these videos up on YouTube himself. He may not even know that much about it. Not sure if he signed off on it or what, but I don't think he's actually folding at all. I just think that his team isn't fighting back against this as much as they could be. That is the thesis of this video, long story short, just so nobody gets it twisted in regards to what I'm saying. In the firestorm over Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town video, some attention has been gained on the different sources for the supposed U.S. news footage of protests that was incorporated into the video, some of which has been reported to have come from foreign countries. In the meantime, though, one clip that definitely did come from the U.S. has been removed, reportedly because it was not properly licensed. The Washington Post was first to report that Aldean's music video had been shortened by 6 seconds as a result of trims made by the artist's team. Notably cut from the original video was 2 separate uses of footage of Black Lives Matter protests that came from Fox 5 Atlanta. Aldean's label, BBR, told the Post in a statement that, quote, the video footage was edited due to third-party copyright clearance issues. TMZ went further, reporting that Fox, in a polite ultimatum, had complained to the production company that the footage was used without permission and had asked a week ago to have its clips removed from the video. The Nashville-based company Tackle Box Films, which is run by the video's director, Sean Silva, complied with the demand. According to TMZ sources, the production company had contacted Fox back on May 8th and asked to use 6 seconds of video footage from a BLM protest in Atlanta. Tackle Box responded with a link to Aldean's song, but did not follow the protocol of sending the lyrics in writing, so the permission was never granted before the video premiered July 14th. The contested BLM footage was projected onto the front of a courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, where a black man was famously hanged from a second-floor balcony. Aldean denied in a subsequent social media post that the video was pro-lynching in any way. All right, so what's going on here, guys? There's some folding going on here from Jason Aldean's team, who decided to remove footage, 6 seconds, worth of BLM protests from the music video because Fox 5, which is an affiliate of Fox, okay, that doesn't mean that it's owned by Fox. It just means that they work with Fox in regards to their news coverage, okay? So they may air some Fox shows, they may use some Fox footage or whatever, they may use some Fox resources. This local Fox 5 station said, hey, we didn't give you permission to use this, and we want you to remove this from the video because we never gave you permission. Now, as somebody who deals with this stuff all the time, okay, I've had videos claimed, right? Copyright claimed is what they call it on YouTube from local news stations. I'm telling you right now that this is BS, right? In regards to Jason Aldean's team using copyright as an excuse to remove this footage. And the reason why is because YouTube is basically a third-party mediator when it comes to these copyright disputes, okay? What that basically means is that a copyright owner, right, for example, a local, Fox 5 station or whatever, can say, hey, this footage right here belongs to us, okay, and we want to claim it, which means that we're saying it belongs to us and we want to either get paid for you using it or we want to deny your ability to use it. Now, as a content creator, right, you have the defense of fair use. You can say, no. I can actually use this footage under fair use because it is transformative in some way, because I'm commenting on it. I'm using it for, some type of work of art in which, again, I am transforming the copyrighted footage in question, okay, for whatever reason. Clearly, in this instance right here, this is fair use. I mean, it's 6 seconds. It's being included in a song in which this guy is commenting on these BLM protests. Clearly, it's fair use. And they could have challenged it, right? They could have said, no. We believe that we have rights to use this, which they do. And they could have said, kick rocks. However, they basically decided to use this copyright claim here from local Fox 5 station in Atlanta as an excuse to remove the footage instead of standing up to them and going through YouTube and basically disputing the claim, okay? They could have disputed the claim and said, no, we want to keep it in the music video. We don't want to take it out. This is fair use. That's what they could have did, right? So, again, I read this story and I was like, nah, you could have stood up and said, no, we're not going to remove it, right? Also, I'm calling BS from Fox 5 Atlanta because the only reason they're claiming it is because of the backlash, right? They own that footage, right? And I'm pretty sure because of the backlash, that's the only reason they decided to make a big fuss about it, because they wanted to go out of their way to remove that footage from the music video because people were saying that the music video is racist. So they went out of their way to try to play superhero, right, to try to have the footage removed when they knew that the footage was in the video ever since Jason Aldean's team uploaded the footage to YouTube, okay? Because if you upload, somebody's copyrighted footage to YouTube, you can see it in the back end, right? The copyright holder can see it in the back end. They can see, oh, this person used my footage. I can choose to file a claim, right, in which I could either, make money from the person using my copyrighted footage, or I can choose to try to block the video, okay? For the most part, when it comes to news clips, right, CNN, Fox News, ESPN, whatever, they're pretty easy to get along with, right? You can use their footage, right, as long as, again, you're using it in a way that's transformative, where it's clearly fair use, you're commentating on it, right, because that's what they do, right? I mean, they use other people's clips, and I'm pretty sure because of the nature of news reporting, they don't ask permission every single time. They just go ahead and use it, right? Asking permission is really like a formality, right? More so than anything. You really don't have to ask permission if you truly do believe that it's fair use, right? Which, again, in this case, it is. So, again, I'm not sure if Jason Aldean signed off on this, right? So I can't say that he folded per se, okay? But his team that is in charge of, making his music video and running the YouTube channel or whatever, they definitely folded, right? They could have pushed back against this. They could have challenged this. And I wish they would have, because that would mean that the story become even bigger, right? They could have pushed back and said, no, this is fair use. We're going to use this. We're not going to remove this from the music video. And I'm pretty sure they would have won, okay? They would have won in court. I doubt that Fox would have even took them to court over that, okay? I'm pretty sure, again, it would have been fine. But again, they decided that, hey, it's easier to fold. It's easier to just remove the footage. And that way we can just say, hey, we did it for copyright reasons, And that could also low-key be their way to kind of diffuse some of the backlash. Because there's no doubt in my mind that the PR people that deal with a lot of these, country singers or whatever, they don't like dealing with this, right? This is a PR nightmare for them. And I think low-key, they just easily fold it because they said, well, maybe this is an easier way to kind of diffuse some of the backlash that we're getting here. Because, again, you got people out here that are, doing these think pieces about how this song is allegedly pro-lynching. And they're using the fact that they use BLM footage as an excuse to try to say that the song is racist, even though we know that it's not racist. So, hey, it is what it is. It's sad to see, but I just wanted to peep you guys on game here in regards to what I believe is going on with this music video and them removing the BLM footage from it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.